What's going on, everybody? Is that Utah Mopar here, and today's video is going to be about what Mopar revealed. If you didn't see my last video, I kind of went over my predictions, and today we are going to be going over what they actually released and my thoughts about it and what other people thought. So with that being said, let's hop on my computer. Alright, so as I was saying before, today's video is going to be kind of a review of what Mopar released at SEMA 2019 and kind of everybody's thoughts on the situations. Alright, so without any more wait, let's go ahead and move on. Alright, so this first picture here is what you can see is the 2020 Dodge Challenger Dragpack. This car is not street legal. This car is only meant for the drag strip. There are only going to be 50 models made of this car, so it's considered a collector's item, which worries me because is it going to get used? That's always a question that you have to ask, is who's going to use it? Is somebody going to store this in a shed? Is it going to be thrown down a strip until it blows up? Who knows? So without much further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs. So as you can see here, I was disappointed by this here. So, quick story. Mopar went live at 4:26 p.m. Western time, and they did this intentionally so that they could have the 426 cubic inch lifetime, whatever. I was expecting a 426 cubic inch drag pack car. No, they gave us a 354 cubic inch supercharged Hemi V8. So I was a little bit disappointed that it was not the 426 as they let it on to believe it was going to be. Supposedly, this is going to put out 1,000 horsepower, so I've been told. It does come with a factory roll cage rated for 7.5 seconds down the drag strip. Whatever's required for 7.5 seconds is what they put in from the factory. It also comes with wheelie bars and a parachute, which is nice so that you can keep yourself stable, because as you can see, this thing pops major wheelies. It has lightweight wheels also that were just forged that way, so you know you don't have as much weight. There's a couple other things as far as custom suspension, custom struts, everything like that, but other than that, this car is not street legal and they will only produce 50 of them. Now, here is another look that we can take a look at. This is on the SEMA show floor, I believe. I just kind of get a closer look. The lights aren't on currently, but you can see the hood pins we talked about, the hood scoop, the hood vents are up here for better heat distribution. You've got your drag radials on right here, and no mirrors because, you know, that causes drag. Alright, so this is right before they did a big launch that you saw in one of the first photos. Now, before we move on, some people are significantly disappointed that not only A, this was not a 426 cubic inch engine like we were kind of led on to believe, but also there are only 50 produced, which means they're going to be a lot of money and who knows who's actually going to use them. And C, if I didn't say 3 or any other option, the start. They started this thing, the audio went out because it was probably too loud, so we don't actually know what it sounds like as far as people on the internet who saw this, but the start, they had Leah Pritchett come up on the stage to start the car because she was at SEMA, and I have that in the video right now. So tell me your thoughts on how this start went.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So I don't know about you guys, but that was somewhat of a lame start, let's be honest. If it takes 2 tries to get the car going after you gave somebody a countdown, where's all the hype? It was gone. Good feeling gone. You heard the awkward claps going on. He held up a give it a second thing. I don't know. To me, it was kind of not as great as I feel like it could have been. And again, I'm sure it was really loud in person, which is why the audio cut out. I am sad I didn't get to hear it. However, I'm sure it was surprisingly loud. Now, moving on, what was the feedback? I read a couple of comments that I was watching the YouTube live stream from Mopar themselves, so of course a lot of people were tuned in, and after the live stream ended shortly after the start of the car, I looked through and I didn't see some of the greatest feedback. I was seeing a lot of things about how the audio went out, but some of these things are the following. As you can see, Jackson Fried says, kinda disappointed. I'm with you there, Jackson. I am personally also kind of disappointed. Now we have CTSV Ray here saying, I wasted time of my life for that. You know, I think it's still pretty cool. I do give Mopar some credit for, putting out drag-related cars. However, it was not what I was expecting and probably what a lot of other people were expecting as well. And the last comment that kind of stuck out to me here was, Red TISC, no one is really hyped there, LOL. And I'm kind of there with you. The guy on stage who was giving the presentation didn't really feel like he was releasing 1,000 horsepower of pure Dodge engineering. No, it felt kind of like a little bit underhyped for the overhype that they had made out of it. So I'm a little bit confused there as well. And obviously when the car didn't start, that killed the mood as well. I mean, who knows? That could have just been me. With that being said, guys, I do want to know what you guys thought about everything. So if you don't mind leaving a comment down below, I would love to know what you guys thought. Is this something that you guys would be interested in? Obviously, the price is going to be way too much for anybody to reasonably afford. But is this something that you are thinking is cool that Mopar has done? Do you wish they had done more? Should they do less? What do you think they should be working on instead of coming out with drag pack cars? I don't know. However you feel, leave that in the comments below. And as always, if you liked this video, be sure to leave a like down below. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week and stay safe on the roads out there.